Hello again, everybody. Sebastian here. I'm going to go over some changes that just happened here in the Forerunners server and just going to give you a preview of what you can expect things now laying out here also in global server soon. One of the things that I'm looking here in the event tab is just to see what they kind of took out and what they've added. So you can see now it's just all the events as laid out here. They did say that they removed the demonic crusade from the events here. They also cleaned out this area here. So now you just see the arena, the raids, and now they introduced the new war room. So here in the war room is now where we're going to be able to find everything that we need to complete throughout the week. So they've added the Void Rift epilogue here. You can see the entrance of the Void Rift here. Now you can go through the Drake's Chasm, go in here, the Tide, click on Regulus, and then the Demonic Crusade is now located here, and the Titanic Ruins are now where Surtrim is. It's a cool looking room. They made some changes. Wonder if there's something else coming out here in the future that they're going to give us a preview here of. Now if I click here, you can see that it gives you a little bit of a shortcut if you want as to how to access things, but that also means that this interface here with the raids also changed. So they kind of cleaned this out a little bit. You notice now the guild bosses are no longer locating in this menu, so they kind of cleaned this out a little bit. The Immortal Codex is now still going to be here. I'm surprised they didn't put this in the war room. But here's where we're primarily just going to be focused on areas of the game when we're farming, essentially. So that is part one. Other updates that they've introduced into this patch, they said that increase the experience gain by a single hero when clearing gear raid and promotion raids. So you're just going to get more experience for each battle that they're in. Adding an option that allows filtering gear by enhancement levels. So let's go take a look at that really quick. So if you go here to our gear page and we open it up, there you go. So now we can sort it out by 0 to 4. If we only have 4, do 8, 9 to 12, and then 13 to 16. So as I said, this is just an added filter in case you want to just clean things up a little bit and you don't have to do multiple scrolling. So for us, we like to save some gear for the Tales of the Smith and just wait for that to roll out so we can level up some gear. You can just, clean that up with the sorting and roll it up. Now, for some of you, for the majority of you in the global server, you're not going to care about this too much. But they have said here that when it comes to the cooking materials, that they've reduced the number of ingredients that we're going to need to get some of these, foods that we need for the trading post, so we can get stamina, extra experience, insignias, etc., etc. So they modified this a little bit, and they also modified the wood economy. Now, what that would mean is that we're going to need a little bit more wood to get things completed and to make sure that, we don't stack it up, because that's what we've been doing. It's easy to stack up, and then you can just completely forget about it, and you cook, and now, you don't run out as quickly. So I think that they're just balancing things out to make sure that we have everything going on at the same time. And like I said, they also increased the amount of crops and harbor trade items required in the trading hall and added a new requirement for wood. That's fine. So that's essentially what I was telling you all. So here in the trade, let me claim these rewards here. So yeah, so now in addition to us needing the vegetables to complete the trading, what we're trading for here, we're going to need wood for this. So I imagine that would be the case because we are accumulating the wood after a while. So that's what's happening with the camp. I have no idea when it's going to roll out into the global server, because I think that they're still trying to balance this out. Maybe they're trying to balance out the timings. They kind of noticed as to how quickly we were able to level up the camp. That might come into play as well. So right now, I'm just waiting for the RNG hit to hit for me, which requires 1 golden order in the trading hall. And the only way I'm going to get it is by completing these tasks until I get a gold one. So that's what I'm waiting for, and I'll be done leveling the camp, and we can you know, just have passive income coming into the game. So now they're also making some changes to the gear in artifact loading in Guild Wars. So here's what's apparently what's happening is that we can go, let me make sure that I'm not timed out yet. No, I'm not. So what's happening apparently, let me go to my garrison. All right, so whatever gear you have, and it will deploy. Okay, so let me click. All right, so now whatever gear I had on them is supposed to stick on it. So let's test that out. So for example, so it says here, update gear. So it says, are you sure you want to update the gear and artifacts for the current defense team? So I have loaded everybody. Now, previously, I could click on each one of these characters, I think, and get the gear, but now it's not showing me. But just for example, I solely is geared. So it's now going to ask me if I want to save the gear for all 10 heroes as I loaded them up. So I'm going to click update. So now it says the gear has been updated. All right, so let me go back here. Let me see if I can do this through here. All right, so now you can see there is the gear loaded. All right, now let's test this. Because the idea is that it's supposed to stay fixed. Now, Valkyria is one of my defenses. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer her gear over. Now she's naked. Now let me go back. Now, ideally here, going back, please, thank you. Now, she should show up naked under the old format. In the new format, it should be on the gear that I had it. Perfect. Okay. So here she's showing at a 105 base with the gear that I give. So hopefully that carries out through the battle. Do I want to test it? Not too sure yet. But all indications are now that whatever gear we put on them now is set fixed. Please put this for Arena Muntan because we've been waiting for it. But that is another change. So it does appear that now we can lock the gear as soon as we decide to fix our defenses. This will be great because now we don't have to worry about swapping gear. We don't have to worry about leaving our arena defenses vulnerable. We can just go ahead, stamp it on, get our defenses set, and then hopefully things work out. And then if we need to make adjustments, we just come in here and click update gear. Okay, and the last thing that they said that they changed is to the guild shop, they added drops. So this probably is going to be coming in into the next rotation. But they added epic demon soldier drops, so 2 random epic demon soldiers. So I think that the epic chest now is going to become permanent, which I think is what they're adding to that, so we can waste our guild coins on it. And if your guild is level 8, we are going to get a mythic artifact essence. If you don't know, do we have one here? Usually they show up here, but now they're going to be giving shards for the mythic artifact essence. I do believe that these guys present themselves here. There we go. Mythic artifact essence. So essentially will allow you to buy them, collect the shards. Once you get 30, you can put one together and then use them to level up your exclusive artifacts. So another source that they're giving us with different currencies that we can acquire to make sure that we can level up those exclusive artifacts when we get an opportunity to do so. So that's it. I think that the big change here is going to be with the Guild Wars and the fact that now that they added this new feature where we can now come in, change our lineups. So if we click on adjust alignments, we come here, we edit it out, and then you click the button, it says update gear. It's supposed to stay fixed. As you saw me, I stripped Valkyria on the heroes page. And in here, she's showing up with the gear that I had her when I lock her in. So hopefully it works. And then I'm pretty sure we're gonna find a bug or two, but hopefully it works. And then once this rolls out into the global server, it'll be a godsend. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching. Please remember, folks, to hit like and subscribe on your way out, and I will see you all on the next Watch Your Realms video.